Alright, we should be live now. After a quite tricky start. Should be live though. Should be live. Alright. Every team looking to be ready. The GLHF being thrown. As we will have for Team Revival Orange, Nekan, Lefour, Plums. And for Team Wasp, we will have Tails, Rainy, and Rap. Rainy making the first mistake of the round, falling off behind already, leaving Tails and Rap into the first places. I think we've seen a ref player dropping off a little bit. Plums dropped off a little bit, but he's fine, didn't crash. Still in front. Oh, the Builder 4 making a mistake. Plums catching up a little back. Let's see what's happening in the front. Tails and Rap taking over the two first places. This is looking good for Team WAP so far, even though Rainy crashed. Rainy is actually back to the 5th place, I think, so someone from Team Rev must have made a bigger mistake. Plums is getting overtaken even by Rainy. Rainy kinda carried on here. Rap and Tails fighting out for the first place. Nakan just a little bit behind. He won't be able to catch up into the next corner. Rap and Tails will take first and second for the team, and this will be a round for Team Wasp. Onto this first round. Not able to see the times as the server is pretty much lagging, I guess. Yeah, the server is lagging a lot, so we won't be able to see the times. 46.41. This was not much needed, I guess. But server is lagging a lot as Plums make a early mistake in the round. Tails, Rap, and Rainy trusting the first third places so far. Team Revival, Orange, just 4 enough apart, just behind. Yes, Neckhand, Plums, and the 4 made mistakes. This is so far a kinda easy point for Team Wasp. They just have to save, especially coming up to this tricky corner with the Ramstein on the inside. This should be an easy run. Rainy releasing just to not crash into the wall. Tails almost skipping the wall. Rap just into the third place, taking a no drift, but this should not be important. They can save it easily, and this will be a round for Team Wasp. The second point for Team Wasp. After a quite tough round for Team Revival Orange, all 3 players crashing at some part of the map. So far, this is looking good for Team Wasp. As we get onto the third round of the match. Server lagging a lot, I apologize for that. Taz making the first mistake in this round. Leaving his 2 teammates, Rap and Rainy, into the lead. But Rainy making a mistake, and this is looking bad for Team Wasp actually. Rap into the lead. Nakan actually taking over for a little bit of time, but Rap's getting back to the lead. Where are the other Revival Orange players though? Plums crashed, the 4 crashed as well, so this is more or less a 1v1 against Rap and Nakan, but so far Rap is into the lead. Nakan, well, I would say, is 0.4 behind him. Let's see where's Rainy and Tails though. Rainy Tails into the 3rd place, Rainy into the 4th place. This is looking so far to be another round for Team Wasp, as the other 2 Revival Orange players can't really provide a fight to the other players up front. Nakan, despite his good performance, taking up 2nd place. This won't be enough as Team Wasp manages to take the 3rd point on the scoreboard. And so far we've seen always an on-timer player making a mistake in the start. Let's see if this is the case this time. Let's see if we will see someone dropping off in the start this time. Oh, and Tails dropping off in the start. I think this is the 2nd time he drops off. So far 4 rounds, and 4 times we've seen someone drop off in the very first corner. Rainy and Rap trusting the 2 first places, with Nakan just behind, Plums just behind as well. Le4, I think we made a mistake, but not so much of a mistake as he still can catch up a little bit. Oh, Nakan almost clipping the wall here, but we have Rap and Rainy coming up into this tricky part of the map, into the 2 first places. This should be another round for Team Waps as they have plenty of time to save. As you can see, Nakan, Plums, they're pretty much far behind. Even though Tails crashed, this is not a big deal. I think he overtook even Le4. Rainy into the 1st place, coming up in the last corner. Rap as well, driving over the bubble for Rainy, but this should be fine, as this is probably another round for Team Wasp despite Tails' mistake. And this is the 4-0 for Team Wasp. As so far Team Revival Orange don't look able to be providing a little bit of fight to Team Wasp. Only Nakan seems to be able to provide a little bit of fight. And this time, nobody makes a mistake in this chart. And actually, on the previous round, we had a pretty good time from Rainy, 46.09. And Plums up, no, Le4 making a mistake. Plums falling off a bit behind. We have 3 Wasp player in the lead. Tails, Rainy, and Rap. Nakan almost clipping the wall here as Rainy does as well. Tails emerging into the lead. Rap and Rennie just behind him. And Tails clipping the wall, and this is a crucial mistake for Tails as he will get overtaken by Plums and Nakan. Rainy and Rap into the two first places. If it sticks like that, there should be another point for Team Wasp. Plums, Nakan just behind the four. A bit dropped off, but should be another point for Team Revival Orange. For Team Wasp, my bad. Yeah, the plugin is lagging a bit. That's sad, actually. Probably because there's way too many plugins on the server. I might remove these because I can't. Fuck. Getting on to the 6th round of this match. The 4 going for pretty much outside safe line, but this is a good choice actually because he doesn't crash at least. Despite maybe not being the fastest driver on the server, but 2 mistakes from Wasp players here. I think Rap and Rainy dropped off and Tails in the lead, and now Plums and Nakan just behind him. Can Revival Orange take their first point into the match? After a 5-0 score so far, Tails still in the lead. This is very important for Team Wasp, of Tails to stay in the lead. But Rainy catch up to 3rd place already. Plums is losing the middle of the ground. Oh well. Can Rainy take the 2nd place? Tails is very comfortable in the 1st place. As Nakan is into the 4th place actually. Oh, but we'll overtake Rainy. This is looking good for a point for Team Revival Orange. Despite Tails taking the 1st place, I think that we might see the first point of Team Revival Orange. But no, LeFour retired. Never mind, it didn't. He finished. And this is the first point for Team Revival Orange. A point that they deeply needed. Maybe to get an opportunity to on this match. This will not be a clean sweep for Team Wasp as Revival Orange seems to be providing a little bit of fight after all. Tails, Rainy and Rap emerging to the 3 first places again. We've seen someone going for the outside line, pretty much just safer line. Plums pretty much giving a fight, but Plums crashing in Nakan as well. And LeFour crash as well into the start, and this is looking so far to be another easy round for Team Wasp that they all packed up together. Staying in a little bit of a group, like Waspies. Not much to say on this round. A lot of gap between the Wasp players and the Revival players. This is looking to be another comfortable round for Team Wasp, as Rainy will finish into the 1st place. Tails will follow, Rap will follow, Plums will follow, LeFour will follow, and Nakan will follow 2 clouds up this round, and this will be the 6th point for Team Wasp. A new round, a new chance for both teams to get some points on the board. And LeFour dropped off a little bit in the start with a much safer line. Plum's going for an outside pull here just to save a little bit. Nakan fighting with Wasp players. This is a match point for Team Wasp. Can they get it on their first attempt? So far this is looking good. Tails and Rainy into the 2 first places. Rainy getting a little bit of bomb. And this is a nice configuration so far from Team Wasp as Rap passed up on Nakan. Tails into the lead, ran into the 2nd place, Rap into the 3rd place, and so far, but Tails making a mistake. This won't be a ace for Team Wasp. Nakan coming back into the 3rd place. He will have to risk the end if he wants to maybe deny something, but this won't be enough. Oh, but Rap touches the wall in the end. I think this will remain, although at point for Team Wasp, and this is a map for Team Wasp. 7-1 on the 1st match. No real fight here. No real fight on this match. I mean on the sub match. Maybe on the next map they will be able to build a little more fights. Yeah, the server is a little bit weird, sadly. I don't know why it was like that, but at least it's working, you know. It's working at least. We're not asking for much. Oh, and this is not looking to be the right map, because I doubt this is a map from the Classic Cup. Players getting a little bit of fun just before going back to the match. And the server looks to be dying. The server is literally dying. Holy shit. Alright, we should be able to go on the next map rather soon, I guess. Or not, depending on if the server is responsive or not. I'm gonna take a little nap before this gets worse again. Yeah, I probably have to take a little nap. Well, at least I hope you're enjoying this cast. So far we don't have much to watch. It's not like I'm going to comment a split start map of 8 seconds. Doubt I will comment on this. But so far we're having fun, I guess. So far we're seeing what team was performing as intended. As intended. Did he really press skip? So apparently Ramp press skip. We've been waiting for a lot of time. The confusion is getting real as we are waiting for the server to respond after countless amounts of requests. Oh, finally something. Moving on. Finally moving on to the next map. After a huge server lag, we should be able to get onto the next map. The second and final map of the match. So we should see the casual 2 warm-ups and we go again, as we've lost a lot of time already. Players are going to all warm up onto this map, the last match of the match. And we're still in group stage phases, by the way, so whoever loses this match, this is not very important. I mean, they did not drop enough from the competition so far. Maybe if they lose the next matches, though, will be more important. Let's get a quick look at the times in the deaders again, to see if we have any players of the match out here in the deaders. So it looks like we don't have anyone. For the team Wasp, we can see that we have Rainy with a .05, Ramp with a .06, and Tails with a .17 as PBs. So I guess this is the next one of the match. Again, I think if Team Wasp gets 2 points on the board, they should be able to win this match, since we're counting with points and not the maps. And the warm-ups should be over, as we should be going live pretty soon. Should be going live pretty soon. I forgot this server is pretty slow. Alright, we're going live. And so, for Team Wasp, we will have the same lineup as the previous match. We'll have Rap, Rainy and Tails. And for Team Revival Orange, it looks like we switched up on the lineup, as we will have Nakan, who was playing before, Plums, who was playing before as well. But this time, I think again, replacing the 4, we'll have Red Fog. So a little bit of a lineup switch up. Looking pretty interesting. And as we go live into this first round, following Rainy, a mistake already made by Plums into the early round. Driving to this over this edge can be quite tricky. Every play so far was a good line. Rainy getting a little bit of a bump, falling behind. We have two players trusting the two first place so far. Tails and Nakan into the first and second places. This is a very close matchup so far. Rainy, Rap just behind, waiting for Nakan mistake. Rainy making a mistake, getting a bump as well. This is not the best place to be in. Red Fog overtaking him. But so far this is looking to be a great round for Team Wasp. I think Nakan clipped the finish as well. And this is going to be the first point for Team Wasp. Just a couple of decent times. Not very fast, but enough to secure the round. Going into the second round. Nothing. Did Nakan crash? I'm not sure. Well, I guess this will be fine. Never mind, he didn't crash his back. As we are following Nakan on this second round, did anyone make a mistake? Plum's making a mistake, Red Fog making a mistake as well. Nakan is the only one from Revival Orange to put up a fight so far in this round with Team Wasp. We have Rap in the lead, Tails in second place, and Rainy was actually in fifth place, probably made a mistake. Nakan just behind Rap and Tails. Can he catch up? Looks like he's a bit far behind though, as we see Plums coming back. Never mind, Red Fog coming back on the track. And this is looking to be another round for Team Wasp, as Revival Orange players made a few mistakes that were crucial to lose them the round and give the round to Team Wasp. Second point for Team Wasp in this match, sorry. And I think this is enough to give them the match victory. So now everything will be bonus, more or less. Red Fog clipping the start as we follow Rap into this early stage of the map. Oh, but Rainy making a mistake as well, clipping on the inside. Tails in second place, Nakan taking the lead for Team Revival Orange. Tails and Rap just behind. Oh, but Tails making a mistake and taking the pull into the head. Straight onto the head. Nakan into the lead. Tails making another mistake actually. Rainy making another mistake as well actually. Nakan into the lead. Red Fog is in the fourth place. Plums to third place, and Rap second place. This is looking to be a good round for Team Revival Orange, which will be able to secure the first point in this map. On this map, my bad. Nakan was a time of 37.24, a decent time. Decent time. Maybe Revival Orange can provide a little bit more of a closer matchup on this map than on the previous one. We'll get to see it. We're going to follow Red Fog into the early stage of the map. Oh, Plum's driving over the edge, almost falling off the track, but will emerge up into the last place. Red Fog taking a lot of spin with the outside line. Tails clipping up the pole, I think. Nakan still putting a fight again with the Wasp player, as I think Tails made a mistake early in the start as well. Rainy and Rap trusting the first places. Once again, Nakan trying to pull off for a fight. Red Fog is retiring from the track. I think he might fell off from the track. Rap coming up with a lot of speed from the last corner. This will be enough again to take the point for Team Wasp. I don't know if I think Nakan took the second place here. I'm not sure. We'll be able to see very soon. Yeah, Nakan took the second place, but this is not enough as Wasp get the third point onto this map. And with Red Fog not finishing, this is not helping them. Definitely not. Definitely not. A very tricky start actually, where you have to drive over the edge. Can be quite tricky sometimes. You can clip the inside here, and this could be quite crucial sometimes. So far I think no real mistakes. Red Fog just a little behind, but probably saved a little bit. The three Wasp players emerging in the lead. So I think Plum's made a mistake again, and the Red Fog going to the pool as Tails did on the previous round. And so far we have 3 Wasp players into the lead, and this is looking to be another round for Team Wasp. Can they get the 4th point on the board? So far it's looking like it. Nakan just a bit behind, but this won't be enough. And Team Wasp getting the ace for this round, for the 4th point. Decent times. Not much to risk, so it's all good. Team Wasp getting the 4th point on the board here, putting more and more pressure on Team Revival Orange, who are kinda in need of points right now. It's kind of tough for them to put up a fight against these players. Red Fog making once again a mistake in the start. Plums driving over the edge, close to falling off the track. Rap is a little bit behind as well. Plums falling off behind as well. Nakan was a good speed here, catching up to Rainy. Although, but Nakan making a mistake in the next corner. And this is going to be, looks like another round for Team Wasp. Rainy very high here, it drops off the wall, and Rap making a mistake as well. Rap is upside down, and never mind, this is looking to be a good round from Team Revival Orange, as Wasp player crumbled under mistakes. And this is going to be another round for Team Revival Orange, the second round into the match. After mistakes being done by Rainy and Rap, with Rainy falling off the map and Rap going upside down. And maybe for Team Revival Orange, capitalizing on the mistakes from Team Wasp player is actually the way to go. So far, this is the way they've been going, and it's been pretty productive for them. And we're going to follow Red Frog into the early map here. Oh, but Plum's making a mistake again. It looks like every time, almost, a player for Team Revival Orange is making a mistake into the early start, which is quite tough for them. Oh, but Nakan going to the wall here, and Red Frog, I think, had to slow down as well. And so far, if no mistakes are being made, this should be a round for Team Wasp. They're trusting the 3 first places. Nakan, we'll see that he's very far behind, not even a half map yet. Plums and Red Frog are behind, but they're very far off the pace. And this will be a round for Team Wasp, a very packed round. Staying together. This is what they need to take this map as well. Even though the match is already pretty much closed, as Wasp gather enough points for them to, in order to make Revival Orange not catch up. This time we're going to follow Rap into the early round. Nakan made a mistake again, and what I've said previously is actually confirming right now. Rainy was a good start, just in front. I think we've seen a mistake. Oh, but many mistakes here. I think Tails made a mistake, Rap made a mistake. Plum's making a mistake as well. Red Frog just behind Rainy into the second place. Plum's actually made a mistake as well, but this is looking good for Team Revival Orange. Once again, the capitalizing on the mistakes from Team Wasp, who are making way more mistakes than expected actually. And Rainy only being alone at the lead, and Plums, Red Frog and Nakan being in second, third and fourth. This is looking to be another round for Team Revival Orange, and this will be their third round into this map. Wasp making actually a lot of mistakes into this match. Oh, with full sound, didn't expect that. Thank you Elf Foods though for the follow. Maybe I should turn off the notification next time. The score of the first map was 7-1 for Team Wasp, as we see Tails making a mistake on this early start. Quite tricky start as usual. Rainy emerging to the lead, Rap into the second place, Nakan fighting for third place with Rap. Nakan going over the second place, Red Fog making a mistake, falling to the side, and Plums is a little bit far behind though, even though he didn't crash. So far, we're going to see at the top the fight that Rainy can provide. Nakan touching the wall, and this is pretty much over for Team Revival Orange, as Team Wasp will get the 2 first places. This is another round for Team Wasp, and can they get their last point on to the next round to close up this match? We will see it. As only a couple players finished this round, actually only 4 players finishing this round. Surprisingly, never mind 5. This could be the last round of this match, as Tails, Rap, Rainy can close up on this match. We see a mistake, I think it was from Tails, crashing for the second time in a row on the start. Rainy and Rap will have to make the difference if they want to take the point home for Team Wasp. So far, this is a good fight for Team Revival Orange though, taking the second and the third place. Rap is going up to third. Where is Red Fog? The Red Fog has made a terrible mistake, and Rainy in the lead. Rap is fighting with Nakan for the second place. Can he take it? I don't think it's very important, since this is probably going to lose. Oh, but Rainy making a mistake in the end, and Nakan missing the finish as well. I'm not sure if there's a point for Team Wasp, but I think it is. And this is a point for Team Wasp, and this match will be over. And so we have A score of 7-1 for Team Wasp on the first match, and a score of 7-3 for Team Wasp on the second match as well. A closer match than expected on the second map, but Wasp is still taking it home.